What's up, guys? This is a brand new tournament, ZJ Challenge Golf Tournament, as you can see. It is going to be just for you guys who have used a Zach promo code. So this is exclusive to anybody who has utilized that code in the past few months that we've been running this. And if I was to click on the info button down here and go to the rewards section, you're going to see these rewards are very stacked. So you can see first through fifth all get the same rewards. Sixth through, how many is that? It's like 25. All are going to get the same rewards for this. So I would highly encourage you guys to play up to the highest division that it allows you to. As you can see, the rewards are going to get nerfed the more that you're towards a beginner player. So hopefully you guys have been staying in the game and you've been promoting your account up. If you have the opportunity to play up, definitely do so for this event. You're going to see that there's not a lot of competition because this is exclusive to only the 1,000 people. There's been about 1,000, 1,500 people that have used Zach promo codes. If you want to see where the promo codes are, they exist here. There's been 3 promo cards so far. You can only use these for brand new accounts, so only if you're a brand new account. But there was a Zach 8 code, there was a Zach 22, and now the new one is Zach 10. This is for people who, let's just say hypothetically, you didn't have access to the tournament, you can't see it. Using this code, as soon as you hit the submit, you're going to see the tournament pop up. This is for brand new accounts only, though. And it's for all people in the last couple months who have used Zach 8 and Zach 22. They're the only people that is going to see this special tournament here. So feel free to enter. Like I said, make sure that you enter the highest division that you can. In my case, I'm going to go Tour Pro here. You can see Pro is an option, but like I said, you will want to stay and play up in the highest division because the rewards are going to be much higher if you do so. And like I said, competition is going to be down, so don't fret too much over worrying about stuff like that. So what I'm going to do, and as you could see, even last place was able to get some really good rewards. I am having trouble hitting this button. Apparently my overlay is already on. So we are just going to get rid of that real quick. So sure enough, there we are. And let me just go ahead and get this mesh back on. I'm going to get rid of those. We are going to utilize some of these. This tournament specifically, I want to let you guys know it is going to be fixed. So what that means is, let me jump in. Every club that you see here, you're going to be forced to use. So I'm going to teach you guys how to use Holy Driver. This is equivalent to on Golf Clash. It's the Rock Driver with 100% shot view. This is probably the best all-around driver in the game. And we're going to teach you how to use it today. Next is probably the best wood in the game, Hellfire. So you guys are going to get to play around with some cool clubs. These are some of the best gear. And what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of showcase some of the shots for you guys. Now, the other thing that you see down here is the practice concept. So doing this start practice could be the easiest way for you to replicate shots time and time again. What I'm going to do for this one is I am going to go and put on some pins. So if you guys haven't seen the pin packs, they are in the store. Highly recommend doing them. If you don't feel like using pins, totally fine. You don't even have to use special balls. Let me just pop out real quick just so I can double show you this real quick. So if I pop out and I just show you last place reward, you are going to get good stuff in last place. So minimum in Tour Pro, 9 trophy balls, which are 75% wind resistance. Maybe I'll even use a couple in this tournament. Like I said, totally optional. You're going to get good rewards just for playing. This tournament was set up as a thank you for you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for, playing the game. Like I said, these developers over here are doing some really cool things. If you guys haven't checked out the content yet, highly recommend. So what we are going to do is set up, and we're going to try to get this right onto the green here, utilizing our 100% shot view. So I'm thinking something along the lines of this. And this specifically is going to require a little bit of an overpull. So what you're going to see is I'm going to probably pull my rings somewhere down here. And why do you need to pull extra rings? Is because one of the pins that I put on, driver woods, ball pin. So I went at least 5-6 rings there, which is almost double wind. It's like double what I usually go. But what you're going to see, and if you wanted to use a practice on this, you could really dial it in. You won't have to use your pins on the practice. And as you can see, I still gave it a really good effort. But we set this up. This is going to be fixed wind angles for you guys. What you see me doing, you're going to get the exact same wind. So if you want to play like me, pick up the pins in the shop. They're going to give you some really good, neat, cool shots. This whole tournament is really dedicated to just kind of featuring some of the best clubs in the game. And you guys are going to be able to do some really cool things. Now, if you guys don't see over on the left of my screen, that is my Bigfoot line, which means that I need to get my drive off the tee box and inside that marker. So it looks like somewhere around there should do it. As long as we drive it about this far, we should be good. And as you can see, it just kind of removed my pins there. And let's just see if this does it. We're trying to get to kind of perfect Bigfoot distance. That's more or less that I'm striving to do here. And now we are going to start utilizing this tool as well. This tool is the Guide for Ultimate Golf. It is free in the Android store, so feel free to look that up. What we're going to do is we're just going to re-establish our bag here. Similar to this. And like I was mentioning, this is Guide for Ultimate Golf. So as soon as you click on it, it's this very top one right here. And that is what we're going to utilize for our ring adjustment here. So that's what we'll be using. Oh, so just didn't drive it far enough. But nevertheless, we're just going to kind of roll with it. And we're just going to play this shot a little bit different, a little bit less backspin. And just go for it this way. So pay attention to where my ball is, because you'll need to drive it just a little bit farther than this. So right into this shadow here is going to be a nice, perfect club for you, as long as you get to that shadow. So that is going to be the easiest way for you guys to fix your shot. And I would recommend playing this with full backspin as opposed to what I'm doing here. Just keep in mind, the only reason I'm playing it like this is because I'm pretty much forced to. And we're also guessing on the missing ball guide. Keeping in mind that the ball guide will collapse down. I'm gonna try maybe something along the lines of this. 2.5, 2.6 rings, somewhere right around here. And let's give this a crack, see what happens. Like I mentioned, play this with full backspin if you can. You want to just drive it just a little bit better than I did. You're going to get that much better of an opportunity to stop it really close to the hole. As you can see, I just had to kind of bring mine in just a little bit hotter. because we cannot change clubs for this tournament. The clubs that you see, the wind directions that you see, you're going to have the exact same setup. So make sure you're taking advantage of this tournament and trying to do the best that you can. It is set up for success. You guys should be able to go super low in this one. And that's the reason that we set it up like this. So to give you guys just something that's kind of cool, kind of fun, something you can't do otherwise. This is right around 10 rings for max. We're just going to do that. Also, this is a great opportunity for you to, if you guys want to use a practice pin, perfect opportunity to do it. So this is saying right around 2.8 rings here. So that's what we're going to do here. Is pull 2.8. And let's see what this does. Oh, it says great shot, but I think my timing was good enough. So we should be good. As you can see, it's coming right at the hole. And sure enough, there it is, hole in one. So really good opportunities here for you guys to shoot a very, very low score. That's what this tournament is designed for, you guys to really just be able to blast it. And here you can see a nice tailwind. To get the wind up, this is a good opportunity. You guys probably seen some of these tour trophy balls. Tour trophy ball. And then if I wanted to swap pins, for example, put on some ball power, put on some, where's the driver wood pin? Perfect opportunity to really blast this ball down here. Add on some topspin. You'll see that this adds on some topspin. And we're just going to blast this as far as we can. And like I said, totally optional if you want to use the pins. There is some great offers going to be coming out in the shop for you guys. There's going to be some top spin pins, some power pins. Make sure you're taking advantage of those, because you're going to just see how easy this game can be when you embrace the pin concept. Look how close I am to the green up here. This is just such a close distance to the hole. Now we're able to capitalize on. All I'm going to do from this close is just kind of play it right at the hole. Hope that it doesn't break outside of it. And sure enough, it didn't. So another eagle. So we are just rolling on this setup. And this is what I'm saying. This is just a really fun, cool setup for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Because this is just kind of like a thank you tournament for all of you who have supported Ultimate Golf and been a part of the Zach crew. So there is, like I mentioned before, roughly 1,500 of you guys. So thank you guys for the support and for sticking with the game. And we are going to, on this hole, actually, I kind of like to play short iron for whatever reason. So let me just get this one off the tee. We'll try another Tour Pro ball, just so you can see another trophy ball here. Like I said, totally optional. You can, if you want to just kind of save balls and just play a stock round and, get some cool rewards, all you would have to do is just, use the free-to-play balls. You don't even have to spend balls if you don't want to. But to me, there's an entertainment factor. So it makes the game more enjoyable when I play like this. So hopefully you guys are kind of the same. This is right there is about 30 from max. This is maybe just a little bit more. So this is 30 from max. 31 from max. So the side wind here. somewhere around here. So let's go 5, 6, 4 and see what happens. Let's give it a go. Five, 6, 4, just under 5 and 3/4. And here comes just a bit too much. So it's just like 1 to 2 tick marks too much. Really good opportunity for you guys to really hone in on these. Like I mentioned, you can utilize practice if you want. You can replay this event. It's really just set up for you guys to just have some fun and see what you can do on the tournament, because you will definitely be going low. If you try to go low, you are going to be going low on this. So this tournament setup is definitely designed for success. This hole specifically, we're just kind of playing through the trees a little bit. I want to see if we were to go and put this pin on. Woods definitely hit it. I'm just trying to play around with this. You're going to see for this hole specifically, the tree's kind of in the way. So hopefully you guys can find kind of a little nestle here where it's just going to go through the tree. It looks like maybe somewhere around here. There's no guarantee that this is going to make it through the tree. So do keep that in mind. This is near max club, just a little bit shy of it. I'll try something like this. And let's just go for it. Why not? If you guys want, you can just kind of play it safe. You don't have to go for this. But I figure, why not? Oops, wrong club there. Let's just say this was somewhere up here. 3.5 rings. Maybe just a little bit less than 3.5 rings. I'm sure it looks pretty good over here. Let's just try right here, see what that looks like, see if it goes through. It looks like we made it through. So if you guys can find a similar spot where it just kind of goes through, you're going to see we can get very aggressive, potentially even get that ace. I mean, you guys, if you really want to try to dial this hole in, definitely something you can do. You can utilize the practice. You know, if you really want to go for a really low score, you could spend some time on this course and just dissect each and every one of these holes. You're going to be able to go super, super low on this tournament. And that's what it's designed for, is for us to just kind of play around, have some fun. And maybe this is a good hole for you guys to utilize one of those top spins. So if you guys, feel like picking up some of the pins, like I mentioned, perfect opportunity. A little bit extra top spin goes a long way here. So here you're going to see, we're going to put on some top spin and look what happens. Just like that, the ball guide stretches out. So maybe if I even just back off just a little bit and utilize one of the smaller top spins. Because it's looking like this spot here doesn't even need full. So why don't we do something like this? Put it somewhere right here. And this is a good example. Now, one of the things that you're going to see, I'm going to leave this ball guide short intentionally. So why would I do that? It's mainly because, just like in Golf Clash, if you guys are Golf Clash players, ball guide's going to stretch out. So after the wind touches this, it's not going to end up the way that you see it. So here you can see it's coming in. It should roll out. Yep, as you can see. So it's rolling out farther than what the ball guide showed. So we're up here pin high. We gave it a really good effort. Another hole that you guys could get a hole-in-one on. So a lot of really short drivable holes. This setup is designed for you guys to have some fun with it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. As you can see, pretty much we can eagle at will. Anything we want, we can eagle. So why don't I just come at this with, and if you want to extend, use the power ball. You can do some backspin. All you'll need is the power ball on. This is right at the max line. So let me start this setup here. We're going to go here and max line 3.2, which is saying 6.2 rings. So 6.2 rings. Let's just assume that that's rolling out enough. Maybe just a little bit of an overpull. 6.2, we're going to go just beyond that, like I mentioned. And like I said, if you want to utilize your backspin, just put some extra power on this. Oh, so you can see it's coming in there nice. Good opportunity for you to get the hole-in-one here. Just going to need just a little bit. And like I mentioned, you can even utilize one of those practice tokens. Honestly, I should have done it. But I was just putting together these guides just to kind of give you guys rough estimates. I'm trying to kind of rush through things. But like I mentioned, take your time with it if you want. Have some fun. Utilize some practice. You guys can get aggressive on every one of these holes if you want to. You'll see there is tons and tons of potential here to go super, super low and really play some aggressive shots. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to aim right around here. And just like I mentioned on the last one, similar concept here. Ball guide is short. What's going to happen after I pull these rings? It's actually going to stretch out. I'd imagine this gets to the hole. But let's just see for sure. It says I hit a great ball. Let's see if it registers as great. It looks like it's coming in. It's coming in right at the hole. So it looks like it gave me that ultimate there. Oh, so I should have played that ball guide just a little bit more aggressive. Came up just a tad bit short. But as you can see, it's doing exactly what I mentioned. So it just stretches out and it goes much more towards the hole than it would otherwise. So hopefully that makes it easier for you to understand that concept. So if you are putting that ball guide to the hole, just keep in mind that's the reason that you're making a mistake, is because you really can't use that extra ball guide. And we are going to, like I mentioned, we're going to just have some fun with this setup. So I am going to let another driver wood pin. Extend this target, put some topspin on it. Why not? This is a perfect opportunity. Just make sure when you do this driver wood that you're going some extra rings. Because what happens with the driver wood is and I was a little bit early on my timing. This might come off as a great ball to the right. I might be in the rough. Oh, but it looks like we're good. But like I mentioned, when you put on a driver wood pin, it does change your accuracy. So I'll typically go about double the rings. So instead of going 1-to-1 on the rings, a lot of times with this club, I'll go double. So that should help you. Hopefully you guys can utilize that tip. When you're this close, the wind doesn't even play, so just put it towards the hole. Let it rip. And you're going to see we're just going to roll these in with ease. So you guys should be able to put up some super, super low scores for this tournament. That's what this tournament's designed for, is for you guys to have some fun with it. We pretty much effortlessly, no practice, no nothing. We shot minus 17 under. huge tiebreakers. You can see my scores are very large. And you can see we're almost towards the top of the leaderboard for now. So you'll see it's not going to take very long for you guys to whip this up. Now, I accidentally played 10 holes. I'm going to split this up into 2 videos. Best of luck on the back 9, guys. And let me know in the comments what you guys think of this tournament. See you guys on the back.